Hi, it's everyone Doll here. Decided to do a video for Freeform Dreadlock Talk. And Freeform Dreadlock Talk is a video that I do every week, a show that I do every week, talking about how to maintain freeform dreadlocks. I've had my freeform dreadlocks for 24 years now, and I've experienced so many things with my dreadlocks that I like to share. And people have asked me questions over the years on various different topics regarding freeform dreadlocks. So today what I wanted to talk about was sunflower oil, and I also wanted to show you some of the herbs that me and my family harvested on our trip up to the lake a few days ago over the weekend. So let's get right into it. So let me show you the sun. Right now on my head I have a treatment of sunflower oil. Only thing I did was I poured a ton of sunflower oil on my scalp and my dreads. It's soaked and drenched in it. And then I put it into 2 underbraids and then wrapped it into a plastic bag. Didn't have a shower cap. So that's what I did, and it's another way of doing a hot oil treatment. You can heat up the oil if you want to before you do it. I don't heat up the oil because what I do is I put the oil, massage it in my scalp and saturate my dreads, and then I wrap it in this plastic bag, and then I walk around doing all my chores, and my body temperature gets warm enough to where my head's going to be warm, and it'll be like a hot oil treatment. I don't like sitting under a hair dryer, the one that I have, because that one gets massively hot and I'm afraid of melting plastic or something crazy like that. So I don't use that. I might as well just get rid of that thing because it's weird. It's like it gets so hot. So this is basically what I'm doing is a hot oil treatment with sunflower oil. I'll show you the sunflower oil that my husband went to this cute little market that's nearby that we like to shop at. They mainly sell produce, that's their big thing, but they also have oils and all their things like that, staples like beans and rice. But this is the sunflower oil that we got, and it's just sunflower oil. That's all that's in it. And he was able to get a whole bunch of these last time. And it's good for cooking. We've been using it for cooking. It's better than using canola oil. So if you wanting to switch to something other than canola oil, this was reasonably inexpensive. I can't remember. I don't know the price because my husband bought it, but he told me it was inexpensive. It wasn't that expensive. And this is oil straight from the sunflower. It's a very light oil too at that. And it's great for your skin. I've been using it on my skin as well. Oh, this is the one that's not open. It's open. Let me show you. I'll just pour it into my hand so you can see it. It's a very light oil. What it reminds me of, look, you see that? It reminds me of jojoba oil when I used it. It's very light. And what I learned about jojoba oil is that jojoba oil mimics the same type of oil, the sebum, that comes out of your scalp. And that's why people will say to use jojoba oil on your scalp if you have a dry scalp. Because the amount of sebum that you're producing is probably not enough, so that's why, sometimes that's why that happens. I'm not an expert, so if you want to find out more information about it, please do look it up. There's lots of great books on this. I found a few facts about sunflower oil that I wanted to share with you guys. For one, it's antioxidants up the yin yang, so vitamin E, polyunsaturated fats. It reduces it reduces the bacteria that contributes to product buildup and dry scalp. It reduces the occurrence of thinning hair. It adds moisture, instant shine, and softness throughout hair. Penetrates the hair shaft to lock and retain moisture. So yeah, it's got it going on, sunflower oil. I try to look up sunflower in this book. I can't find my other herb books. I got to do a search for them. I think they're in my closet that I need to get in there. But yeah, this is the book I was looking at to find it, but I couldn't find it in here. So yeah, that's what this is all about. I'm doing a hot oil treatment. A lot of people with freeform dreadlocks or dreadlocks in general will not want to do, well, no, freeform dreadlocks specifically. Let's get specific. they say they don't want to use oils because they feel like it impedes the process of freeform dreadlocks, and it um, defeats the purpose of being a freeform dreadlock, wearing freeform dreadlocks on your head, having that on your head, when you're supposed to be letting it just freely do what it wants to do. Um, I Here's my thing about that. Sometimes your hair can get to the point where it's so damaged and dry that you feel like it requires help and assistance. And all the other things aren't working for you. If the hair rinses aren't doing it for you, because I was doing a lot of herbal hair rinses, that wasn't doing it for me at one point. So then I decided to go ahead and incorporate hot oil treatments within the mix. If you find that that's helpful, do it. If you don't, then don't do it. And I'm tired of people trying to judge people and tell them how to do their hair. Unless someone asks you what to do with their hair, then you shouldn't say anything at all to someone because it's just plain out rude. Um, I've had someone say you need to get your roots twisted. Not saying, oh, your hair is beautiful or whatever, nice hair or whatever. No, you need to get your roots twisted. And it's just really offensive for someone to do that. So let me go, I'm going to go on to the next segment of this video where I want to show you the herbs that are harvested. What are we at, 6 minutes? Okay. And after this I'm going to probably rinse out my my hot oil treatment. So I'm going to pause it and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So here is some of the herbs that are harvested on our trip over to the lake. I'll show this to you. I've showed you this before. I'm going to have to separate through all of this, but it's a big, nice sized bag full of this sage. Sage is a great herb to do hair rinses with. You can make a really strong tea of sage and then rinse, pour it over your head over and over again. Let it sit and then rinse it out if you want, or you can just leave it in there. I usually leave it in there, and sage is good, antibacterial. It's good for cleansing the dreads of any impurities you might encounter. It also is good for itchy scalp, dry scalp. It's great for treating a lot of severe scalp problems, so I've heard, like eczema. It's wonderful. And this one smells good because it's called creeping sage. It's the kind of sage that grows by manzanita trees. And if you can find manzanita trees, you'll usually find a bunch of the creeping sage creeping around it, growing on the floor, on the bottom, around it. And it smells very good. So I'm gonna like process these. Just take the leaves off of the stems, all these stems. I got a few roots in there. Maybe I'll try to plant them. I'll see if I can do that, but I don't know. But yeah, this is really quite a bounty that we got of this sage. And it can also be used for smudging your home. Bundle up a bunch of these and wrap them up and then use it as a smudge stick. I'm thinking about doing that with some of this, see if I can do that. So if I do, I'll sell it on my Etsy, or I can sell it outside of my Etsy. You guys let me know. It's a very strong kind of sage. I cooked with it last night. Made some vegan sausage with the sage, and it was very flavorful. And I put the vegan sausage into some egg rolls that I made. So yeah, look forward to having that for leftovers. And I got in here is mullein, and mullein is excellent. Not so much for the hair. I've never used mullein in my hair rinses. But you probably could. It seems harmless. It's so soft, like toilet paper, like Charmin's toilet paper. Better than Charmin's. And it's great for the lungs. A lot of people will let it dry and roll it up in a joint and smoke it to help with lung problems. So this is a wonderful herb that you can use to drink as a tea as well. Look how soft that is. You can drink it as a tea as well. And when you drink it as a tea, it really acts effectively during the cold and flu season when you get all that phlegm and all that gunk stuck up in your chest. from all the months before, winter, when you were just eating like there's no tomorrow. Then you come to the cold and flu season, and the mullein, have some mullein tea, and that kicks all that crap out. So mullein is very, very great for the lungs, and I'm glad that we got another supply of it. Um, what I'm gonna do with the mullein is let it dry, find a way to dry it out, and probably cut it up and see how much I have. So I don't know if I have enough of this to spare, but I'll see. And if you are interested in buying any of these herbs that I'm talking about on today's show, please feel free to let me know. Because if I don't have enough of it, I can go and forage for more. So yeah. Some times of the season are better than others, like for the sage. You probably won't want to go right after it's rained because it'll be fresh and brand new. This is still good, though, the sage that I showed you. So I hope you enjoyed today's show with my hair all bundled up in a plastic bag. And I hope that you find what I have to say helpful and useful on your freeform dreadlock journey. So with that said, thanks for joining. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for the likes and shares. And thank you for your kind comments. Leave your comments down below and let me know if you've tried sunflower oil or even tried sage hair rinses. I've used sage hair rinses in the past, but I used more of like a culinary sage that we were growing. And I used pineapple sage as well in a hair rinse. And my hair feels really good after I do a sage, just pour the sage herbal tea over my head over and over again and then let it dry, and it feels good and it smells good too. So alrighty guys, brightest blessings to you all. I'll see you soon. If you want to donate to my channel, you can go to my PayPal or my Google Pay. In exchange for your donation, I'll create a one-of-a-kind piece of artwork for you, or I can create a video on a topic of your choosing. So once again, brightest blessings to you all, and I'll see you soon. And keep things simple on your freeform dreadlock journey.